Today's video, we are going to learn one of the most powerful features of Figma, components and reusability. We talk about the component, variant, micro interaction and variables, and I will explain how they helps us design faster and more consistent. So let's get started. First, let's understand what is component. Component is a master design elements that you can use anywhere in your project. For example, button, cards, navigation bar. Instead of designing them again and again, we can create a component once and reuse it multiple times. When we reuse a component, the copy are called instance. And here is the best part. If you update the main element, all its instance update automatically. This save time and keep your design consistent. Okay, so let's create a button. Auto layout. Create component. Make changes in button. Add instance. If you update the main component, okay, all its instance update automatically. Now let's talk about the variant. Variant helps you store multiple styles of the same component together. For example, default state, hover state and disable state. Okay, so let's create a variant. Third is disable state. So make changes. Go state. And second is disabled. Instead of creating a separate component for each state, we created a one component with variant. This makes switching styles very easy. Just one click in property panel. Okay. Variants are perfect for switching between different size, different styles, and different state. Okay, let's move to micro interaction. Micro interaction are small animation or visual changes that happen when the user interact with your design. For example, clicking a button, toggle a switch, or opening a drop down. In Figma, using Smart Animate, we can create a smooth transitions like variant states. Okay, so these micro interaction make your design feels more alive, modern, and user friendly. Okay, so let's create a micro interaction. Okay, so okay, go to prototype and then add one node to, okay, so add this node to hover. Okay, so trigger hover. Okay, and then click and then connect to the default state. Okay, so trigger. Okay, so trigger mouse down. Okay, and you can change animations also, smart animate. Okay, then smart animate. Okay, so then play this micro traction. Okay. Let's talk about the variables, a newer and super powerful feature in Figma. Variables allow you to store reusable values like color, font size, spacing, numbers, and boolean toggles. For example, instead of manually setting your brand color everywhere, you can store it as a color variable. Okay. Okay. So variables. Okay. So create a variable color. Okay. And selecting color. Okay. So okay, brand color variable. So if your brand color changes later, you can update it once and it updates everywhere across your design. Variables also helps with dark mode, light mode design, responsive layouts, and component customization. Okay, so that is a complete introduction to component and reusability in Figma. We learned what is components are, what components are, save time, how variants helps organize different styles, how micro interaction make the design feels interactive, and how variable make your design flexible and scalable. These features make your workflow faster, cleaner, and much more professional.